Hi, my name is Jake Folk. I was in Clinton's Tuesday, Thursday, 11 o'clock Global Challenge class, and over the course of the semester I learned many things, but four topics I would like to touch on would be the business aspect of the class, becoming a global citizen, working with Clinton himself, and my newfound interest for international business. The business aspect of the class, I learned how international business really is. Most companies do trade internationally now. It's almost unheard of for a company to be strictly domestic. At least parts are made somewhere else or they're assembled in other parts of the world, and everything works together so that companies can thrive and make business. I learned how countries interact affects business so severely. An example would be the trade embargo with Cuba closed a lot of doors where we could be trading and exporting things to them that could bring in and give them lots of money as well, but we do not trade with them. And another issue going on right now is the issues in the Middle East with the war over there and oil, and it's greatly impacting the people of the U.S. because the gasoline prices are so high, and businesses are feeling that with shipping companies are having to raise their costs due to gasoline prices for transportation and things like that. And another thing I learned was how fragile the relationships are with these other places. The Middle East has turned into a disaster with the war with the oil, as I stated before, causing our gas prices to go up and all around affecting our economy as a whole. Something else I learned through the class was how to interact with other countries in a business setting. Luckily for us, English is actually considered the business language, and everyone sits down and talks in English. But simple actions, despite that they're speaking English, simple actions may be offensive to them, as shaking hands at the wrong time or with the wrong hand, or showing the bottom of your foot to another man is considered a great sign of disrespect. And what really made me understand how offensive it could be was when we broke up into class, and we were supposed to be two different cultures, and the other group came into our group and tried to socialize, and unknowingly they offended us greatly just by being themselves, but did not understand the repercussions of their actions. Another thing I would like to talk about is becoming a global citizen. The class really had a large emphasis on becoming a global citizen and being a good person and being more diverse instead of tests and grades. It was more about growing up and becoming yourself. Through the global citizen aspect, I become more tolerant of other cultures, and I learn more about them than I ever would have if I just took any other college class. I became less narrow-minded, and being able to understand all these different cultures saw me kind of see things through a new light. And being such a diverse class, I had the opportunity to work with people from South Africa, New Zealand, Spain, all over the world that if I wouldn't have been in this class, I would never have the opportunity to do, or maybe even not know that these people were from these other countries. Working with Clint was quite an experience. He's not your everyday professor. He's very fun. He's outgoing. It was fun learning from him. He had a very open door policy where he was always there to talk. He was a very approachable guy. Everything he did was less cut and dry than like a regular math class where you just read out of a book. He was always talking to us. It was a very interactive class where he'd ask us our opinions on things, and sometimes he'd just sit down and just be like, "So what do you guys think about this?" And we'd sit there and talk about it, and he'd give us his opinion, and it was a good little discussion group. And actually, throughout the course of the year, he kind of taught me how to interact and effectively communicate with teachers. There was an incident where me and Clint got into a argument in class, but we were able to talk through it and put aside our differences, and in the end come out with a solution that worked for all of us. Lastly, coming through this class gave me a newfound interest for international business. It created a spark that without this class I doubt I would have ever wanted to even be involved in international business. I came into college as a marketing major, thinking I would do something with commercials or something along that, but it made me realize that being an international business major really opens up a lot of doors for you. As I said before, almost all companies these days are trading internationally or marketing internationally or manufacturing internationally, and being able to have these skills to work in other countries would be a great opportunity to have, because it's great for yourself and be a great experience to work and meet people from other countries. Thanks.